Hey everybody, here we have a Centurion match on Karelia, and this is going to be a good reminder for pubbies why you should not let a Centurion get onto a hilltop. Unfortunately, throughout this match I was having issues with my connection, so some of my shots weren't the best in the world, but the enemy team were very kind and let me get into a very strong position, from which I could really use my gun depression and my strongly armoured turret. And once again we can see at work the wonderfully buggy 9.4 replays, which still have not been fixed and probably will not be for at least one or two versions of the game, I would imagine. I'm almost certain Wargaming must know about this by now. Surely somebody would have said something. Anyway, I'm able to get a lucky shot into the E75 side as he crosses the trench, and then I head up the hill. The enemy arty takes a shot and just misses me. I think that must have been the M12, because if that had been the 212 I would have known about it. Take a bit of a risk here, pushing all the way up into this little crest, and I do get hit, but I'm able to back away. The enemy aren't shooting from across the map at us, and my team have managed to take a pretty strong position on top of the hill. This T-54 foolishly drives into the middle of us and finds out the hard way what happens when there's 4 or so tanks pointing their guns at you from different angles. Some of the issues I was having with the game actually carry through into the replay. You can see a lot of packet loss up there in the top left corner. The game actually hung for a moment there, and the replay is really stuttering, and for once I don't think it's because of the replay issues. I think it's because at this point in the match I was having serious issues. I thought I could get away with auto-aiming that pattern because he wasn't moving very quickly. I was actually wrong. He was moving just quickly enough for me to miss. But it works on the enemy scent. In fact, it works so well it puts a round into his fuel tank and burns him to death. That's why you carry automatic fire extinguishers. Easy shot, side of an E75's turret. The other one isn't even looking at me. In fact, as I cross to a better position, it's only the M103 who seems to be paying any attention at all. My shot flies a little high, bounces off his engine deck, but he misses and I've managed to get myself into a good position. No shot on the enemy T-29, but he reverses into the line of fire of our T-29. Close enough. And now I just wait for the E75 to get distracted, which doesn't take long because he's a puppy, and I'm able to drive over and pop him one in the back. He can't seem to make up his mind who he wants to fight, which I'm able to take advantage of to get another shot in. He puts one into me, but he low rolls and my team are able to finish him off. Now I need to deal with the 103. Don't know where that shot went. But I wasn't expecting it to miss. Unfortunately, he puts a shot through me. I was getting a little careless there. In this situation, I probably should have been side-scraping out or something, but the enemy did still have arty, which I'd potentially be exposing myself to. And in any case, I feel relatively safe just poking out like this, especially once he turns his turret the other way to deal with my teammates. I get one more shot into him, and my team finish him off. Standard fare for the Centurion: get onto hill, use gun depression, shoot bad tanks. In fact, I was really surprised by just what a landslide this match was. The enemy team only managed to knock out 3 of our tanks, nearly 4, because I took a lot of hits I really didn't need to. Surprising result. They did have quite a few bads, but so did we. They actually had some decent players on their team who ended up doing little or nothing throughout the course of the match. And it's a good display of something that I don't think I've really mentioned before, which is even though the Centurion is not a fast tank in the conventional sense, it's able to, more often than not, get up the hill on Karelia without taking more than 1 or 2 hits. Typically, the really fast mediums and light tanks will get there before you do, just before you do, but with actually such close timing that you can often hit them in the side as they're going up. And then you can get up there before anything with real serious firepower gets there, except perhaps a Wheezy 120, which you're going to have an advantage over on the top of the hill anyway, since you have better gun depression than him. So just because a tank is nominally slow, it doesn't necessarily make it a bad idea to try and push for aggressive positioning. You just have to know whether you can get there before the enemy or not, and in the case of the Centurion, the low speed is offset by excellent acceleration and some of the best traction you will find. So it hits its top speed quickly and it stays there, basically no matter what kind of terrain it's on, which allows you a lot more flexibility than you would think just from looking at its stat card in the garage. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I wish you the best of luck in the field, and I'll see you later.